Is it true that you taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk?
Sideways.
Okay.
Sideways, not
the backwards.
Not the back one.
But you to go
just go sideways.
Right. So how did you teach him? So you went over to his house or
we went over to his house and we were doing it in front of him, New Edition. And I don't know if he already knew how to do it, but I know that when we showed him, he was flabbergasted. He was like, wow, that's something new.
Right. So he put it in his thing and just...
He perfected it.
It was over.
It was over. He took it and perfected it.
What's your best memory of Michael?
My best memory of Michael is how kind and how just how kind he was as a man. You really don't find people like that anymore. Michael was somebody that trusted and believed in Jehovah. Michael was somebody that trusted and believed in what he was about as a man, what he was about as an entertainer. He knew how special he was. And that impressed me, you know? It always has impressed me.
Right. There's always a debate. Who's the closest, in your time, who is the closest thing to Michael since Michael? You know, you hear Chris Brown, you hear Usher.
I would go with Chris Brown.
Really?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Because of the dancing and the singing aspect
Chris
of it?
Brown is a dancer, singer, slash great entertainer.
Right, okay.
He goes out there and he does the ultimate stuff on stage, and you just have to love it. Usher's also a great entertainer, but I got to go with Chris on being as close to Michael as anybody could ever get.
And it was great to see Breezy at the Grammy get to win that
Finally
Grammy. To finally get his due. Long overdue, but hey, right on time.
Yes.
Usher said he looked up to you.
Yeah.
To say because you kind of related to you in the industry more than anyone else. When you hear one of this generation's great performers, one of the great R&B singers says that, you know, Bobby was kind of the muse that I used to kind of develop what I did. How did that make you feel?
Makes me feel great because he's a great entertainer. I've known Usher since he was 12, 11, 12 years old. And just seeing his growth in the industry and seeing how well he holds himself up, how well he takes care of his business. I'm really proud of him.
Do you remember the first time? Did he come to your show? Was it an arranged meeting? Do you remember? You say you've known him since he was 12. How did that meeting happen?
I had a security guard who found Usher, and he brought him to the shows. Okay. He brought him to the studios. I had a studio in Atlanta, Georgia, and he just was always around. Okay. He brought him to be around me and to learn what this thing of ours is all about.
Right. Which new artist does Bobby listen to today? Is there anybody that you know, like, man, I really like he or her? You like? I mean, I like this sound. I like the way they do what they do.
I love all of the females, the new females that's out there right now. Jasmine Sullivan and all of them. SZA.
Yeah. Him.
I love Anthony Hamilton is probably one of my favorite artists out there right now. As far as soul and R&B is concerned, he's definitely keeping it alive.
I mean, Tim's, not him.
Tim's, yeah.
I love, man, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She is absolutely amazing. R&B, we get this a lot. I asked Usher this. I've asked a lot of people that's appeared on Club Shay Shay. Is R&B dead?
No. R&B is never gonna die. R&B is something that it's made up of what they call popular music.
Okay. So it's been interwoven. It's not dead. It's just been interwoven in a lot of different things.
A lot of different things. You have Bruno Mars, who's keeping the R&B New Jack sound alive.
Yes.
Which is great for anybody who loves that style of music. That style of music will never die. It will never die.
Who's some of the, you mentioned like, are there any guys that you like? You mentioned like Jasmine Sullivan, you mentioned like Tim's, you mentioned some of the females. Other than Anthony Hamilton, who is your R&B guys?
I like Chris. I like Usher. There's a lot of them out there, a lot of new cats out there that I can't, figure their names out, but a lot of new songs that are out there that are really R&B orientated really impress me.
Who's the king of R&B?
Who's the king of R&B?
King of R&B.
I don't know.
So
It's a big question.
It is.
Who's the king of R&B?
Well, how about this here? Give me your Mount Rushmore. If you got 4 people to put on this mountain, are your 4 greatest, or Bobby Brown's 4 greatest R&B singers, who faces you putting on that mountain?
Damn. You're calling me out right now.
I know one's gonna be up there, Marvin Gaye. You're gonna put Marvin up there.
Marvin is definitely up there. Prince is definitely up there.
Okay.
Michael's definitely up there. Stevie Wonder's definitely up there.
You ain't got no more. You got no more room.
You ain't got no more
You got
room.
no more room. I'm sorry. We have no more vacancies up there. Let me ask you this: streaming. That seems to be a lot because Bobby, when you first started, it was all the hard copies. You went to the store and you waited in line and you couldn't wait to buy that that 45 or the 30 or whatever you're gonna buy. You couldn't wait to get that actual copy of the vinyl.
Right.
It's not so much like that. Streaming is kind of where it is now. What are your thoughts on streaming?
Streaming is something that basically has stretched the game out.
Okay.
The game is not the same anymore. You can't sell records. So the artist doesn't get paid as much as they are supposed to.
Okay.
Streaming is basically a robbery of selling records. It's
Stealing somebody's intellectual property, huh?
You're stealing it, and it's not something that I look at to be something for the future. I think the future should have, because when you buy an album, you get to look at that album, you get to read who's done what on the album.
Yep.
You get the pictures, you get all of this great information when you look at an album cover.
Correct.
And
you get to hold
streaming,
it.
you actually get to hold it. It's yours.
Yes.
And now you know.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before 2 something.